like to put up the curtains.
And I'll paint the backdrop.
Thanks, Peepers and Bunny, and I'll get the props. Oh, hi there!
Oh, hello.
We're just preparing a play for the children in the neighborhood, and the show's gonna be this afternoon. Well, we've got a lot to do. We need to set up the stage, and we need to make sure that everything is ready before they come. I'll just get the tools, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi, Bunny.
Oh, hi, Peepers.
Bunny, do you like your part in the play?
Yes.
Well, are you sure?
I think so. Why do you ask?
Well, you see, I was thinking, maybe we could trade parts. I'd really like to be Mr. Ruler.
Well,
Are we ready?
Oh, I was just asking Bunny if he wanted to trade parts with me. You'd really like to, wouldn't you, Bunny? Wouldn't you?
well,
You see, he wants to.
Well, I really don't mind, I guess.
What's wrong with your part, Peepers?
Nothing. It's just that Mr. Ruler gets to stand in the middle, and he gets to say more lines. And besides, my voice is a lot stronger, and I can speak a lot louder.
Oh, yes, Peepers, but I think it's a little late to change parts, as we already made our costumes and memorized our lines.
Well, okay.
You know, Peepers, we might not always get to play our favorite parts, but did you know that every part is very important?
Really?
Yes. And without your part, the play would not be complete. Something would be missing. It's just as if an instrument was missing from an orchestra.
An orchestra?
Oh, yes. Just this morning while we were cleaning up the attic, we were listening to an orchestra playing a beautiful symphony composed by my great-grandfather, Bunny Big Band, an excellent conductor. And I remember thinking that there must have been so many instruments playing to make it sound so beautiful.
That's right. And if any one of the musicians stopped playing their instruments, it wouldn't sound as nice because the symphony would not be complete.
Oh.
Here's a song all about that.
The instruments of the orchestra all play so differently. Some play up high,
Some play down low,
but all are needed for the
symphony.
The violin plays a lovely melody.
The viola adds a pretty harmony.
In comes a cello with a sound so sweet and mellow.
The double bass plays as low can be.
The piccolo plays a tune so very high.
The flute sings happily, so clear and bright.
The clarinet plays sweetly, the oboe answers softly.
And soon the bassoon comes in with his reply.
The instruments of the orchestra all play so differently.
Some play up high, some play down low,
But all are needed for the symphony. Like instruments in the orchestra, we all must play our part. Whatever you are needed to do it with all your heart. The trumpet plays with a loud and ringing sound.
the trombone slide can go up and down.
The sound of the horn is soft and round and warm.
And the chubby tuba plays the low bass line.
The harp plays softly with a lovely rippling song. Hear the ringing of the bells and gongs. The funny xylophone has a sound that's all its own.
While drums
And cymbals.
crash so loud and strong.
The instruments of the orchestra all play so differently. Some play up high, some play down low, but all are needed for the symphony. Like instruments in the orchestra. orchestra. We all must play our part. Whatever you are needed to do it with all your heart. Sometimes a piano, sometimes a guitar. With the orchestra they will play their part. Sometimes there are singers, sometimes a whole choir. But there's always a conductor to keep them all in time. Some play so high, some play
So low,
some play so fast, some play
so slow.
the instruments all play so differently.
All are needed for the symphony.
Whatever you are needed to do it with all your heart.
Do it with all your heart. Do it with all your heart. Oh, thank you, Uncle Jim. I understand now, and I'll play my part the very best I can.
Good boy, Peepers. Oh, we better get back to work now if we're going to be done on time. The audience is going to be here this afternoon, and we need to be ready.
Let's go!
Everybody helping everyone. Everybody helping everyone. Everybody helping everyone. Everybody helping everyone. Everybody. Everybody helping everyone.
Oh, I'm so hungry. It must be snack time. I'll finish this up right away.
How's it going, Peepers?
Great, Uncle Jim. I'm all done and ready for my snack and for another job. What do you want me to do?
Whoa! Peepers, what happened?
Oh, Uncle Jim, I'm so sorry. I was looking forward to having a snack, so I didn't make sure that the curtains were on properly.
So you started hurrying, and you didn't do as thorough of a job as you could have.
That's right, Uncle Jim. And now I guess I'll have to do it all over again. But this time, I'll make sure to do it right.
Good boy, Peepers. I know you'll do a thorough job.
Thorough! That's a big word! Would you like to know what it means?
Sure, Bunny.
Well, to do a thorough job means to do the job completely and carefully, not leaving anything undone. For example, if you're sweeping your room, making sure to sweep in the corners and under things. Or if you're wiping the table, making sure to rinse out the cloth. Or if you're cleaning up your toys, making sure to put them back in the proper place.
Thanks, Bunny. And even though it may take a little more time, you'll always feel much better if you know you've done a good and thorough job. Well, we better get back to work now.
Oh, yeah.
There, good as new.
How's it going, Bunny?
Uncle Jim, I don't think I can do this. I'm not so good at drawing. I'll never be an artist. Oh.
Don't get discouraged, Bunny. Nobody can do everything, but we can do the best we can in the things we're good at. You're a very good painter, and your choice of colors is excellent. So I have an idea. Why don't I draw the outlines, and you can do the painting? And afterwards, I could sure use your help on setting up the stage.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Jim. I feel a lot better.
And while we're painting, we can listen to this song that's encouraged me many times to be happy for what I can do and not what I can't. Let's try this over here.
Be the best you
stage is set, we need to prepare the snacks and then get our costumes ready.
Bunny and I can set out the snacks.
Okay, and I'll get the costumes. That must be the rest of our team. Hi, Benny.
Hi, Uncle Jim. Arfie and Snowflake should be here in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Jim, while we're waiting, can you help me rehearse my lines?
Sure, Benny. Come on in.
Oh, thank you.
Yummy. I like grape juice. Oh, Bunny, look.
Hi, Peepers and Bunny!
Hello, Mr. Grape.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
That's okay.
Would you like to know a little about grapes?
Sure.
Well, first of all, grapes grow on a cluster. That means a bunch of grapes all together.
Do you grow on a tree?
No, actually, I grow on a vine, a grapevine. Grapes are full of iron, which is a mineral that strengthens your body. Grapes are a yummy fruit, and they're also used for making wine, juice, jelly, and raisins.
How does a grape turn into a raisin?
Well, if you put a grape out in the sun for a few days, see what happens. The heat dries up the grape and it shrivels up into a little raisin. Well, I see you're both quite busy and I do need to get going myself. It was nice visiting with you. See you later.
Bye.
I'm in Unit T.
That's great, Benny. You got it.
But Uncle Jim, I'm a little worried that when I get on stage, I'll be so nervous in front of the kids that I'll forget my lines. I can't remember my lines.
I'm a little nervous myself, but we've taken time to memorize our lines and we've practiced. And we have all the costumes ready, so now we all go out there together and do the best that we can. Here's a little tip from the Froggy Band that's a good reminder for all of us.
If you're singing a song or doing a performance on stage, remember this little chorus I learned from a frog twice my age. Don't worry about yourself, think about somebody else. If you forget the words to say, keep on going anyway. Don't worry about yourself, think about somebody else. If you forget the words to your song, keep on going on. Sing with me now. Don't worry about yourself, think about somebody else. If you forget the words to say, keep on going anyway.
Don't worry about yourself. Think about somebody else.
If you forget the words to your song, keep on going on. If you forget the words to say, just remember, keep on going anyway.
Thanks, Uncle Jim. I feel a lot better now.
I'll get it.
And I'd better get ready. Takes a little while to get my costume on.
Okay, Benny.
Hi, Uncle Jim.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. The stage is all ready, and Bunny and Peepers are just finishing up the snacks.
I can help with the last-minute setup while you all go and get your costumes on.
Thanks, Sparky, for helping with the organization. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I really like being a help. Okay, Beauty, it's just about time. Are you ready to open up the curtains?
Already.
Oh, has anyone seen my costume? I put it over here, but now it's gone.
Oh, I was tidying up and I put it over there.
Oh!
Oh, she's dropping the wrong way now. She's up in the shot to be. And I forgot. Oh, got to try to stay calm. Oh, try again.
Hello, Uncle Jim. How is everything? Are you all ready?
Yes, we'll be ready to start in 2 minutes.
Great. All the kids are settled and we're just serving the snacks.
Uncle Jim, I think I've got butterflies in my stomach.
You got what?
Butterflies in your stomach? Ugh. How did they get in there?
That's just an expression that means you're feeling nervous, and sometimes your stomach can feel a little funny.
Oh, I guess I'm feeling a little nervous too.
Remember that little chorus we just learned from the Froggies?
Yes! Don't think about yourself. Think about somebody else. Yeah!
That's right.
Do you need some help? Oh, you have it on the wrong way.
Hello, could I have your attention, please? The show is about to begin. Today's play is brought to you by none other than the Fantastic Friends. The name of the story is The Carpenter's Tools.
Here we go.
One morning, long before the carpenter came to work, some of his tools got together to discuss some problems that had come up between them.
Mr. Hammer is just too noisy with his work. Pound, pound, pound.
I agree. I can hardly stand it with all that noise he makes. It gives me a headache. He's so inconsiderate.
Yes, yes, yes! I suggest we throw him out.
Yeah, get rid of him, yeah.
Well, if I go, then Mr. Ruler has got to go too. He's always measuring other people as though he were the only one who is right. Measure, measure, measure.
I agree. We don't need him telling us what he thinks is right.
Well then, Miss Screwdriver had better leave too. She's so difficult to work with. You have to turn her around and around to try to get her to do anything.
Well, that's for sure. Turn, turn, turn.
Then if I go, you'd better get rid of Miss Sandpaper. She's rougher than she ought to be, and she's always rubbing people the wrong way. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
I'll go if you wish. But then Mr. Saw should also leave. His teeth are way too sharp, and he makes such a mess on the floor with all the sawdust that has to be cleaned up. Saw, saw, saw.
Just then, they heard the carpenter coming into the workshop.
There, it's done. How'd I do?
Oh, that was excellent. You did great. Well, at the end of the day, the tools gathered together once more.
Fellow tools, I want to apologize for thinking that any one of you was less important than the rest of us. I have seen how the carpenter needed each one of us in order to make that chair over there.
That's right. I cut those pieces of wood, but they wouldn't have made anything without Mr. Hammer and Miss Screwdriver's help to put in the nails and screws.
And without Mr. Ruler, the whole thing would have been pretty crooked.
And without Miss Sandpaper, it wouldn't be as smooth and nice as it is. And people would get splinters.
I can see that our conclusion is that we all need each other. Isn't that right?
Yes! To make something nice for all to see, the carpenter needs us all to be working together in harmony, as a team in unity. Everyone, let's say it together. To make something nice for all to see, the carpenter needs us all to be working together in harmony, as a team in unity.
Thanks so much for coming. We hope you enjoyed the show. And remember that just like the carpenter's tools, every one of us is important, and we all need each other. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.